Hello everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from CMK. So this is a set in 1/48 scale and it copies Harrier T.12 conversion set. So it should be handy with an aircraft kit in 1/48 scale. If you would like to get this particular version, then today's set will be handy for modifying your original plastic. And we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. So we are going to open it together and check what is actually supplied inside and why this set should be handy for modelers who would like to assemble something unusual. So first of all, box size is not that huge, I would say, but still it's surprisingly big for CMK. And you can see, for example, here a comparison with my hand. We have, I would say, quite descriptive picture or box art, if we can call it, of what will be changed in this kit. There are also some decals included, which is quite interesting. And here on the side we have some safety advices on how to work with resin parts. On the rear side you can see address of the manufacturer, and here we have just name of the brand. So this is a top opening or side opening box. Here we have several plastic bags, so I'm going to take them out and we will start with parts, then gradually we will move on to the components. But straight away, the most interesting thing, just give me a second. So it is this one-piece cockpit area, and you can see that it's actually a section of the fuselage, and we have cockpit parts here pre-casted or pre-molded. This is really surprising, and that's actually the heaviest and the biggest part in this kit. As you can see, you have to work with the original plastic in order to fit it, but from what I can see, it's a good looking thing, so it's just a matter of careful installation. Of course, we have really good external features here, so it would be a shame not to show them on your kit. So that's the first part. I will leave it here just so that you will understand what is actually supplied in the set. Then we have more resin parts that are coming in the separate plastic bag, so I'm going to open them right now and we will take a closer look together as well. So as you remember, tail section should be also modified because we have a special parachute container, and also I think nozzle is slightly modified, or tail fin. So first of all, we have tail fin here with a rudder. Again, the same set of external features. It means recessed panel lines, rivets, and note that rudder is pre-casted, so you won't be able to move it. But from another side, you get this thing as a single piece part, so it means everything should look as good as it should be. And of course, this thin attachment point will be easy to, let's say, work with. You won't have any issues by separating this part. Next, what is really impressive, I will show both instrument panels. So that's actually the first one. Let's zoom in as much as we can. So I think that will be more useful, because in this case I will be able to show you what is actually precasted here. So this is a resin instrument panel for this aircraft, and it looks really impressive. I mean, all this comes as a single piece part, and I hope that decals are actually covering the displays on this part. And then there is a second one, so let's not forget that we are dealing with a double or twin seater here, so that's why here we have another instrument panel, and it looks as gorgeous as the previous one. As you can see, it comes with a combing panel, so I guess that's the front one, and previous one was for the second pilot. Next we continue with, I'm not sure where this part will go. To me it looks like a nose section, but we will have to check. So here it is, it's a single piece part. And note also the attachment point. I mean, we have really interesting design here, so be careful while separating this stuff while sewing this thin plane here. Okay. Next, we continue with pilot seats. So there are two pilot seats, both feature pre-casted seat belts, which is also quite cool. Here you can see them closer, and in my opinion, it's just a matter of careful painting and you have a really impressive result. And let's not forget that all this comes as a single piece part, so you won't have to work with P parts. Some modelers will be happy to hear this, that's why I'm mentioning this. Next, we continue with another one here. So from another side, some modelers might prefer to have separate seat belts so that they can place some figure maybe, but here you have to send them off obviously and find some replacement for them. But other than that, I do not see any possible issue with such design, and these seat belts look quite convincing. So as I say, it is just a matter of careful painting and you have a really impressive result. Next we have more of internal parts. So we have a control stick here for the cockpit and also some external air intakes. Everything looks fine, so it's just a matter of painting all these parts. That will be tricky, and of course installation, because they are quite small. This is just a 1/48 scale aircraft, so be sure to use the right tools. We have also parachute container, if I'm not wrong, so here it is. Maybe it's antenna boom. So if you know what is this, write in the comment section, because I'm not that Harrier specialist as some might think, so that's why I would be happy to hear your feedback on that. And next we continue with some more internals here. So I guess they will be visible in the cockpit, that's why they're included. And as you can see, they're also quite nice looking, so it's also a welcome addition to this set. Next we also have the separate plastic bag with decals, PE thread and transparent films, so I'm going to remove them all. Just give me a second so that we can check them together. Okay, so first of all we have two identical clear films. As you can guess, they will be used for target side on your model. I will try to focus the camera. Yeah, now you should be able to see that these are transparent films, and they look okay, but they will require some fine cutting work from you. Next we also have some PE parts. I guess they will be used for the seat, so they're also absolutely the same because this is a double seater, so that's why we are having the same set of parts. And one more thing is the decals sheet. So this one is printed in Edward. It is not that big, but here we have all necessary symbols for marking options. From what I can see, there are two marking options. We also have this special wire for the canopy, but there are no decals for the cockpit. This is really surprising, so be ready to paint everything by yourself, and that might be a bit tricky part because you will have to get somehow more convincing finish and it will require some fine work. And next thing, actually the last component of this set, is the canopy. So as for the canopy, we have a vacuum formed parts. Here they are. Let's not forget that this is a 1/48 scale aircraft, that's why they're so huge. And of course you can open this canopy, but you have to cut it carefully, so that would be quite a work to do. But I think for professionals that won't be a scary thing. And there are no masks included into this kit, so keep it in mind as well. And we also have the assembly manual, as you can guess, so let's zoom out a bit. Here we have a small parts map. So it is printed in black and white, and note that you have to follow these instructions to cut off some kit parts so that you can fit the new resin elements. Next we continue with the assembly process, so obviously everything starts with the instrument panel, then we continue with the cockpit, and then we install instrument panels. So that's actually the rear section of the nose part, and that's the kit part for the nose cone. Next we continue with pilot seats, and so these were actually these PE parts. They will be used for the target side. Quite impressive. And next you continue with the canopy. So as you can see, you can assemble it as a two-piece assembly, and as I said, if you want to open it, you have to be careful while cutting this separate section. And here you can see modifications for the tail section, so tail fin and rudder, and also this parachute container again. And as you remember, this set is compatible with Hasegawa kit in 1/48 scale. Next we continue with two marking options. Here they are printed in color, that's also quite good. And here we have some other conversion sets released by CMK. We reviewed them as well, so if you would like to check them, definitely take a look on our YouTube channel. As for the whole set, I would like to say that it's really impressive work, and you can get it on official CMK website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a list. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!